Hello everybody and welcome to another video. Today I am doing a book haul. My name is Katie and I have got some books to share with you. I'm going to split this into two videos. I've decided. I started filming it all in one, but it turned out to be like a really big video of over 20 minutes. So I'm going to be doing like the review books and the books that I've purchased in this haul, and in part number 2 you're going to see some library books that I've got, because these need to be done. In case you haven't noticed, behind me I have double stacked my bookcase. Reason being, I had some piles of books by my sofa and we've got our 3-month inspection for this place that is happening on Wednesday the 11th of May, so this very Wednesday. And this video like may be up and like this inspection has already happened, but it hasn't happened yet. Today's Monday and I've only got a bag of mangas that I need to just hide in my car now. My car is like literally just like down the road, so I just need to hide this bag in my car and get it out when I finish work and all will be okay, because you know what I mean, this is the one where they take the pictures and they obviously don't want to see clutter around the place, so it needs to be done, needs to be hidden. So without further ado, I'm going to get started with this part of the book haul. So first of all, like always, I'm going to start with review books, and these are all books that I received from Bloomsbury. So the first of which is Time Stoppers, and this is by Carrie Jones, and this is already released, I believe. This book kind of reminds me of His Dark Materials trilogy. It's got that sort of feel of the synopsis to it, but this is about Annie and Jamie. They need to escape from their everyday lives. Annie didn't ask to be chased by trolls, and she's saved by a dwarf from an enchanted snowmobile, and she's swept off to the magical town of Aurora, and then she discovers that she is a time stopper and Aurora needs her powers urgently, and just sounds like pretty damn cool. So she's off of the Need series, which I haven't read, but I'm super excited for her book. Then the next book, this is one I am super stoked for. This one isn't actually released until the 7th of July. I believe the date got pushed back from April. Don't know why, but it just sounds really cool. And straight away the first line says, "If Orange is the New Black" had been written by Stephen King. So this is just about Angela Davis, and she's been in juvie for 3 years and she's 3 months shy of her release, and then Jessica arrives. She's only 10 years old, she's in shackles, she's under like the most extreme security, nobody knows why she's been put there, and then creepy things start to happen ever since this Jessica girl's arrival. So it's just like, what the F is going on? So it seems really creepy, really cool, probably the really great read for Halloween, but I'm really excited about this one and I feel like it's going to be a great hit. So keep your eyes out for that one, add it to your wish list if you so desire. This next one is called The Gutsy Girl, and it's by Caroline Poole and illustrated by Wendy McNaughton, and this is more of like a non-fictiony sort of book. It's about it's chock full of activities, and Wendy's illustrations are throughout and encourages the new generation to conquer fears, face challenges and pursue the lives they want, and lives of confidence, self-reliance, friendship and fun. So this doesn't actually come out until the 19th of May. This is the press release, and I'll just give you a quick flick through this book just to prove to you that it is like fairly sort of factual and stuff. So it's a different sort of book. I feel like it's going to be really interesting and like sort of inspiring as well, and you know what, I'm really looking forward to giving this a read and a review. And the final book I am leaving for you guys is a book that you've probably seen all over BookTube at the moment, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J Maas. This is the sequel to A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I read, loved and adored. This one is a lot chunkier than the first book. It's actually over 600 pages, but I do want to get round to reading this soon because I know that I loved and adored the first book, and I've been hearing fantastic reviews about this book already, and loads of people have been sharing quotes from the book over Goodreads, and it's just like, I want to read it now, but I'm in the middle of reading like 6 books at the moment. I need to get those completed first before I can start fresh with a new book, especially this beast of a book. But I'm excited. I want to read it. Like, oh, it just sounds so good. So of course it's a sequel, so it's continuing on from the first book. So just a massive thank you to Bloomsbury for sending me all these 4 books for review. I look forward to reading and reviewing them for you guys. Now I'm going to move on to the books I've purchased, and I feel like ever since the Saturday that I first met Kim and Owen, I have just been out of control buying books. Not massively, but I feel like I've just been looking on Amazon a lot more than I should be doing. I'm buying more books than I'm reading, put it that way, and I feel like I need to go back to my 5-to-1 book diet again and start it fresh from here. I can't get any more books from my nan because I have to give her some books in order for me to take some books, and she's also got to actually see that I'm reading them as well. So without further ado, these are the books to share with you. These first two, I had a £10 off voucher from Waterstones, so I only actually paid like £1.98 for these two books, which is absolutely great. They were also on a buy one get one half price deal, which is great as well, so it's like two great book deals in one. I was just like, yes, so excited. Like, I love their £10 off little stamp cards that they do. Like, every time you spend £10 you get a stamp, and I normally like end up spending £20 or something each time, so I normally get like 2 stamps. So eventually there will be a time when I get £10 off, and it's happy days when that happens. But it was a Friday and I knew there was some new releases, and there was one particular book that I was looking for and they had it, so I'm really, really excited and grateful that it was on the deal as well. So the first book is The Unexpected Everything by Morgan Matson. This is her new book, it's a new release. I love the cover to this. I just think it's so summery. I love all the dogs, especially the pug. I think the pug is awesome, especially when he's just sat on the bench there. I think that's great. But this is about Andy, and they end up walking an insane amount of dogs, and it's just sort of like a real sort of summer adventure, and it's just sort of like saying like if everything was always mapped out for you, then you can never find the unexpected, and where's the fun in that? So it's almost like this is going to be a very unexpected sort of book, unexpected things sort of happening. I feel like that's what it's going to be. I'm really, really excited about this one because I loved Amy Rogers' Epic Detour by this author, and I'm really looking forward to this sort of summery release. Other books that I picked up with that deal is Book of Lies by Terry Terry, and I've been umming and ahhing about this book. I just think it's because of the cover. It's really, really putting me off, like with the two girls just staring at you. But this is a new book, and this is about Quinn and Piper. They are twins and they've never met, and a tragic event brings them together and draws them into a family curse that stretches across centuries. One twin can command the darkness and the other could hold the key to breaking the curse. So it just sounds just stop staring at me. It sounds really cool and interesting, and I look forward to reading it. Then I ventured into W.H. Smith and ended up picking up 4 books. It's pretty bad, but you know what? I kind of don't really care less because, you know, I've just been paid, and I just think, yeah, well, you know what, it goes on the credit card anyway. This doesn't actually have to be paid off until like next month. So the first book I've got to show you is The Lying Game by Sarah Shepherd. I picked this up purely because when I saw it, it reminded me of the TV show, and I loved and adored the TV show, and then they decided to axe it, and I was like, why would you do that to me? I loved it. I really, really enjoyed it, but I picked it up because I was like, you know what, I kind of want to continue it with the books and just see what happens and all that, because I know it's based on the books, and I just adored it so much. This is basically about like 2 twins, and they don't know about each other, they live separate lives, and then one finds the other twin, and then she asks her to sort of be in her life, as in like be her in her life while she goes off and does something, so she has to pose as being her, and she's sort of like the rich person who's got loads of friends and like a real hot boyfriend and all that, and so like Emma, who has lived like the trashy shitty sort of life, has to now live this sort of big life, you know, with swimming pools, big houses and all that. So she's bathing in it and she's appreciating it and that sort of thing, and you know what, it sounds really, really great, and I really want to read it now that I'm talking about it and just how much I love it. I want to pick up and read it, so it's probably going to be like a next pick up of mine, along with The Court of Mist and Fury. I think after I've read these 6 books, I feel like this is going to be another book that I'm going to pick up. Just, oh my god. So the next book that I picked up is Faceless by Alyssa Scheinmal. This is another book that I've been umming and ahhing about, finally picked it up, but it's about Maisie, who was burnt in a terrible accident and her face is partially destroyed. She's lucky enough to get a face transplant, but how do you live your life when you can't even recognise yourself anymore? And Maisie soon discovers how much her looks shaped her relationship to the world, and she has to redefine her own identity and figure out what lucky really means. So I feel like it's going to be really, really emotional and probably make me appreciate my life a lot more, and I kind of really enjoy those sort of books, and I'm looking forward to it. Then I picked up The Art of Not Breathing by Sarah Alexander. On the front, from Kat Clark, it's quoted astonishingly good. And I feel like this is going to be like a real heartwarming, pounding the heart sort of book. And this is about Eddie, who has never been found after the day on the beach. And so Elsie is the twin, and she meets Tay, who is confident, cool and addicted to free diving, and he says it's too dangerous for her to join, it's too dark and too scary and too deep. But he doesn't know that being underwater is the only time that Elsie doesn't ache for her brother, and the diving gives her flashbacks, and that uncovering the secrets of the day is the only way for Elsie to start breathing again. So she feels like she's got to do all of that in order for her to sort of free herself. So I feel like it's going to be like a real, I feel like it's going to be really, really great actually. Like, I'm looking forward to this. And the final book that I picked up from W.H. Smith was the first book that I actually picked up, purely because I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. But this is Nightfall by Jake Halpern and Peter Kujawinski. And on Amazon, the hardback American edition is completely sold out, so you have to get it from the Book Depository, and the paperback version of it isn't released until later in the year. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, do my eyes deceive me? Why am I seeing this book? But I'm so glad and excited that I found this. I was just on a like emotional high after that, and I think that's why I bought the other 3 books as well. Like, I was just like, yeah, I found this book, my life is complete now. But this is about an island where sunrise doesn't come every 24 hours, it comes every 28 days, and the island is starting to change as something is stirring in the dark. So it's kind of like dark, it's interesting, intriguing. I'm really, really looking forward to this. I'm so glad that I have it in my hands, in my life. Oh my god, I can't believe it. So the last 2 books of the haul are books I purchased via Amazon used sellers. I know, right? I haven't used that sort of service in a while. Normally I just buy it brand new from Amazon, but you know, lately I've been using it. I've been patient, I've been waiting for these books to arrive, and I'm really excited. And these books actually come with Royal Mail, whereas the books from Amazon come with a delivery van driver who delivers at like 5 o'clock in the evening. So I don't know, but Royal Mail at least comes in the morning, so I'm glad that I used this service. But the books that I got is One Piece Volume 4, because that was the volume that was missing from it, and the other volumes are at my local library. So once we've read like the shit ton of them that we've got, we can then get the rest from my library. But I've got this volume now, so that's great. And the other book is Losing It by Cora Carmack, which is the first book in this new adult series. I do own this second book, but I don't have the first, so I do now have it. This was just, I just had to pay the postage for this. This is just fantastic and great. But this is about Bliss Edwards. She's a virgin. Her plan for no strings one night stand turns out to be anything but simple, especially because the next day in class, when she recognises her hot new English professor, she left him naked in her bed just 8 hours earlier. So I just feel like this is just like, oh damn, burn. Like, I feel the awkwardness already with that. But I've heard really, really great things about this, and I'm super, super stoked and excited to read it. Like, the book everybody is talking about. I know that everybody that has read this has enjoyed it, so yeah, I need to go read as well, and I need to get back into the new adult read. Hey guys, so I've got a couple of extra additions to this haul, being that they are late in the mail, and the first of which is actually, it was sent to my old address. So it's my nan's, she just dropped it off. It came in this black envelope here, and it is just a chapter sampler of Laura Eve's new book, The Graces. And interestingly enough, this is sent from Favour and Favour. I don't believe I got anything from Favour and Favour before. I'm not sure, maybe I have once, probably like ages ago, but it somehow got sent to me, so it's very nice of the publishing company to send this to me, so thank you very much to Favour and Favour. But yeah, so it's a chapter sampler. This is what it looks like. I haven't read anything by Laura Eve yet, but I've heard really, really fantastic things about her books. And this, it says that just on the inside, I just saw it, it comes out in August this year, so it's only a few months away, so it's not too long. But basically what this book is about, it's about River, and she's obsessed with the Graces, and everybody else is also obsessed with them and seduced by their wealth and their beauty and their glamour and perhaps even their magic. And River finds this as well, and it says here, unlike everybody else, River knows exactly what she's doing, doesn't she? So I'd like to know more about it. It sounds like really mysterious, and there's actually quotes on the back of this from Samantha Shannon, the author of The Bone Season, saying it's mysterious, beautiful and unnerving. The graces will keep you enthralled from the beginning to the end. And also another quote from Linda Salisbury, the author of The Sinny's Daughter, that says it's powerful, deadly, cheery and compelling. It's a masterpiece. So I feel like it's going to be a really, really good book. And I just love the seashells and the feathers on this. So I hope like the real cover has something very similar to this because it looks pretty awesome. But yeah, like it's only a couple of chapters, so I'll give this a read and let you guys know what I think about it and whether I want more, and hopefully I can request the full review copy of this. That would be fantastic. The second book that I have to share with you that came in the mail as well, I actually had to sign an embargo on, so I can't say anything about this at all. Whether I've read it before the release date, I can't say any of my thoughts of it at all until the actual release date. That is unfortunately what I have to do for this. So until the release date, you will hear my thoughts on it if I've read it beforehand, but I believe it comes at the end of this month anyway, so I'm not sure if I'll get it read on time because I'm always busy these days. But this is the final book that is in the Fifth Wave trilogy. I read the first two books, really enjoyed them, and so obviously it's the final instalment, which is now a major motion picture as well. So it's by Rick Yancey, so obviously it is going to be the conclusion to the trilogy. So I'm really excited. So this is what the cover's going to look like. It's definitely sort of really draws you in with the red. I actually really enjoy all the covers to these books. So these are like the covers on the back of the book if you haven't seen them yet, but really enjoyed them. The Fifth Wave was probably the chunkiest of the books, and then Infinite Sea was just really short. So, and this one's just slightly bigger than the Infinite Sea, it looks like, but again, not too big. But you know what, I really enjoy books with aliens in and sort of apocalyptic sort of books, and I did really, in fact I enjoyed the second book more than the first book, weirdly enough, but I feel like if I reread them I probably would enjoy them a lot more. So yes, they're very hyped on BookTube, and I'm really excited to have the final instalment. My god, it's so nice to have this in my hands. I was really excited when I can get my hands on a copy. So this is a massive thank you to Penguin for sending this to me. Thank you so much, especially Claire, like thank you for sending this to me. But yeah, I'm really excited, so I will try to get this month hopefully, but failing that you will get a review hopefully next month for this book to let you guys know what I think about this book. But I'm super excited, I can't wait. Yes, I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Maybe I'm not. So guys, there you have it. These are all of the books I've hauled to you today in this first part of the book haul. Stay tuned for part number 2, which contains my new library books as well as the other library books I still have from the library. I hope this isn't too long for you guys. Don't forget to let me know if you've read in these books down in the comments below, or if you would recommend in these books, or if you're like, hey Kate, you should read this one first. Definitely, I read that and it was freaking amazing. Then please let me know down below as well, because it'd be great to hear your thoughts on it. And have an absolutely fantastic day wherever you are. Keep smiling, keep reading and be happy. My name is Katie, and I'll see all of you wonderful people in my next video. Bye!